Okay, today is February the 3rd, 2016, and we're watching the water vapor loop for the Northeast Pacific. We've got a new storm system right here spinning up and a very large front. This is part of the jet stream, and the jet stream is walling up right here. There's a high pressure between this front, which is moving through the northwest, and this system right here. So we've got high pressure between these two weather systems. Today in Los Angeles, we had very heavy chemtrail spraying. The aerosols were being sprayed as this moisture field was moving onshore. And so, once again, the timing was perfectly timed uh, to deal with this moisture field that's moving onshore. So, we saw a lot of chemtrails. And also today, around, I guess it was right around, I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, this high pressure just opened right up over Arizona and Utah right here. This just appeared out of nowhere. And so we've got strong high pressure right here. And that's going to block all this weather right here and also this moisture field right here. All right, let's look at this on the infrared loop. We can see that all day long, this was a nice front this morning, and all day long as it's moved towards this high pressure, which has been installed, we can see some outflow right here, right down there. Put the grid on. This moisture field is dissipating as it moves right towards the west coast. And that's because it's running right into the high pressure, and also they're chemtrailing out here offshore. We'll take a look at that here in a minute. Here is the jet stream. You can see the jet stream is splitting off the two paths, one into Mexico, the other half is walling up right here off of Washington and Oregon. Go back and take another look at that. We've got an interruption there causing that. That is because of the high pressure in between here and here. And that's been put into place. Actually, there was a nice right angle once again today, a slight right angle. It wasn't a perfect right angle, but it was good enough to notice a straight edge. And that was put into place to keep these two systems, this front and that system, from joining together, merging into a larger system. We've got actually two lows here, one here and one here. This is a 961 millibar low, and this one I believe is 970. We'll take a look at that here in a second. Here is the western U.S. water vapor loop, and it's hard to believe that with all of this weather right offshore, there is zero rain in the forecast. And actually, San Francisco, I just looked at the San Francisco weather, no rain, just clouds for the next 3 or 4 days. 4 days, just clouds. You've got so much high pressure, not only right here, but also on the back side of this front. I've got this whole thing separated by high pressure. You can see that. And we've got this new storm here. So let's take a look at these other maps. And we can see this area of the frontal system is sort of just evaporating as it moves towards the west coast. So we'll have probably more chemtrails tomorrow. We have currently at 9 o'clock at 9 p.m., we've got 43 degrees Fahrenheit. We've got 64% humidity. We've got 32 degrees for the dew point, and the barometer is reading 30.17 inches. All right, so tomorrow we will probably see more spraying going on, and we've got more moisture right here. It's not come on shore yet. Let's take a look at the, this is the sea level pressure map, and we can see the area of high pressure here is fairly extensive. This extends way out and far out of the ocean. High is centered right there, 1,029 millibar. And right here, this looks like 1,036 millibar. Yeah, 1036. So all of this is all high pressure. and that will block this front, and this will be taken out by the chemtrail activity. Also, today we saw that high pressure installed starting around, I think it was around 11 or 12 o'clock. Just appeared out of nowhere right over Arizona. Let's go back and take another look at that. Right here, starting about this morning, this area here just opened. This whole area now is wide open. This is all high pressure, and that will help keep all of this at bay as it's chemtrailed. Give them some time to spray it real good. Okay, let's take a look at the, this is the surface analysis map. And we can see up here, got that 960 millibar low, which is now moving basically to the west-northwest. And then we have another low right here. This is a storm, 971 millibar. And these two are spinning around each other up near the Aleutian Islands. And of course, there's just so much high pressure right down here over California that it's unlikely that anything will get in through that high pressure barrier. There's no rain in the forecast, of course. We've got a Super Bowl coming up next Sunday, and there's a lot of money riding on that game, a lot of advertising and everything. And I don't think the weather controllers will let it rain on that game. Very unlikely. Okay, here's the Modus Today map. This is we're looking at offshore of Southern California. And there was a lot of chemtrail activity, spraying, aerosol spraying going on. And we can see some of that here. There's a lot of haze over here. Got some real clouds right here, but the soft white stuff is the chemtrail haze. You can see a trail right here. Some more haze, chemtrail haze. And then, of course, we're missing a big chunk of this map all the way down into Mexico, so we have to look to the north here above LA. Scroll down a little bit. There is Point Conception. Now this map, this picture was taken much earlier today before the jets were spraying in full force, so LA looks fairly clear right here. But if you go to the other Modus map, which is looking right down at San Francisco, that area, the Bay Area, we can see a lot of chemtrail activity on this map. So they've been spraying all up and down the entire West Coast, all the way up into Washington State. And we can see some of that very clearly right here. There's just a lot of spraying all through here. All through here. So the forecast for tomorrow is probably for more aerosols. Got those two fronts moving through the area. And then we'll just we'll do another update probably tomorrow. But I find it very curious every time we've got a moisture field, a big frontal system moving in, and then we have high pressure. This just came out of nowhere. You can actually see it here, right? The last few frames, how that was built out. It's just appeared as a small hole like this one right here, and it just built throughout the entire day and into this, what we're seeing here. We've got high pressure all through here. And aerosols right over the top of this front, and I'm sure they're working on this next. So we'll keep an eye on things, and we'll do another update tomorrow. Okay, that's it.